know what I mean? I'm good.
Overall, what did you make of your performance? What was your opponent's game plan and approach to the fight what you expected, and especially after going 15 minutes, just like what are the lessons you take from this?
I think he was a very, very tough man. I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly what his game plan was. I know I was a little too patient in the first round, but yeah, I think actually being patient and being like even kind to my own mind during that fight is what won me the fight. You know what I mean? There was some crazy exchanges. He caught me good, and yeah, just resetting at all times. I don't know if that answers your question, but
it seemed that knee to the body caused him a lot of problems, and even the broadcast after that said, your opponent seems to not like going backwards. It kind of threw him off completely. So did you notice that in the moment, like the second you started to take a step back, you kind of just started to put it on him with that jab?
Yeah, the jab is like my number one tool, but I get excited with my right hand because I know if it touches, as you guys know, in my whole career, people go down. But I just got to stick to my jab a little bit more. I saw that knee, I want to say like in the first, second round, and I just didn't do it. And then the third one, it was more like a fuck it. And I found the range. It was weird. I saw my ranges for my elbows and knees for some reason in that fight. And yeah, I just, maybe we could drill a little bit more and add that to my game because I feel like that was very gangster.
So you just saw it in the moment and started?
Yeah, it was. We were planning to knock him out with that, 1-2. But yeah, I saw the knee and I just said, screw it, let me throw it. And I know he felt it. And then I did put him on his heels. And I fight better when I'm pressuring, but yeah, it is what it is now. Yeah.
And you were pretty emotional in your post-fight interview. I guess where did that come from? All that emotion.
There was I sacrificed a lot to be here. Everything I love. I went all in this camp, and yeah, it's just I worked on myself so much in this camp. So sorry.
You're good. When you said you went all in on this camp, were you feeling pressure at all coming into this fight, or is this something you felt like you needed to change for this fight?
No, I actually wasn't feeling pressure. I think even my team will tell you I was very calm the whole time. It's just there's something about going all in, like there's nothing left. You gave everything, in your camp, in your preparation, and feels good. Yeah.
Just last one for me. I know you need to heal up a bit, but now that you have a win in the UFC, when you want to actually get back in there and start another camp?
Well, yeah, I need to heal up first, but I'm going to talk to my coaches, John Paul Shane, and my new head coach, Mateo's amazing man. He's an amazing man. So we'll talk, and then we'll see where we go. Yeah.
I'll see you right back here in the middle.
I see you, brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
First victory since that night at the Commerce. Just wondering, can you put into words, first UFC victory, get it in front of an arena in Vegas?
I feel amazing. I mean, it's great. I feel like we started the event with a banger, I hope we set the tone. I just hope that there's no many good fights on this card. I really want those 50, I hope we set the tone for the night. And I just hope no one has a good fight like that.
For someone who will never experience it, can you just talk about what that moment is like? You're in the cage, you see him hurt, it's been a banger already, and you're trying to get him out of there. Just what does your mind even go through in a moment like that?
It's weird because I saw him hurt. I knew I could finish. I was going for it. As you guys can tell, I just couldn't find it in there. You know what I mean? I felt like I wasn't maybe setting it up properly. But I will get better. But it feels great, you know what I mean? When you're in there, I mean, if you've had fights before, nothing feels different. Like at that moment, like, yeah, I understand we're in the UFC, but you're not thinking, oh, damn, I'm in the UFC, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, I'm just trying to fucking knock this guy out and survive, you know what I mean? That's all that matters.
Ozzy, right here. You talked about sacrifices in your journey back here. Guy you fought almost 3 years ago on the Contender Series, Joe Pyfer. Is that something that's kind of lived with you? Have you thought about that and kind of followed his rise? He's obviously a prospect that the UFC seems to have a lot of faith in.
Right. Yeah, so, Joe Pyfer is a fucking hell of an athlete. Like, Yeah, I followed his career. I haven't like paid too much attention. He's a G. You know, I feel like I'm one of the best in the world. So if you beat me, like, you know what I mean, seeing you rise is pretty badass. You know what I mean? But there is a story there. You know what I mean? But we'll get there when we cross that bridge. I know I gotta climb the rankings. I know I gotta get a few more wins. You know, and just don't. Once I get comfortable in there a little bit more, I'm gonna rack them up and I'll be at the top too.
Talked about how you worked on yourself in this training camp. Talk to me about the weight cut. I know you've gone back and forth up to 205.
Yeah.
How was the weight cut this time?
You know what? It was like 3 months of preparation for it. The cut, you know, I felt it a little bit, but not as bad. Like the rehydration. Big shout out to Dawn Kelly. She's probably gonna kick my ass if I don't mention her name, but she's an amazing dietitian. Having someone like Jean Paul, like which you guys will see in the UFC soon, he helped me with my whole cut as well. So he's an amazing man. But yeah, I mean, I worked a lot on my mental. I took advantage. I moved to Vegas to the PI. Worked with everybody, psychologists, and then outside of the UFC, I still worked on therapy as myself, like not Ozzy the athlete, but you know, Ozzy Diaz, like the person that I am outside of fighting. So yeah. It was
The plan to stay at 185 now? You feel the most comfortable here, you think?
yeah, this is home. This is home, and everything that happened, even from the China loss, even like the Pfeiffer loss, everything led me to this moment. And I am so blessed, even for all those hardships, even for all those, you know, let's just say, for not coming on top in those wins. Like it was a reason that happened, and it was trying to teach me something. And I feel like I'm still learning, but it brought me to this moment, and every decision that I made after that was for this moment. So I am fucking proud of myself.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win tonight. We saw you pace yourself, even though that was an absolute war. And then as the rounds progressed, kind of time him properly, get those body shots going. Was this the strategy for the fighter, the game plan to like little by little weather the storm, but also match him?
I mean, we weren't ever trying to match him. He was coming, you know what I mean? And I was trying to move, but yeah, he was catching me a few times. But listening to my coaches, Mateos, John Paul, and Shane, attacking the body a little bit more, and I feel like I did. Yeah, once that happened, I caught him with a few shots, and everything opened up a little bit more in the third round. But then, like, I apologized to them because then I went back to head hunting, and yeah, I just got a little trigger happy, and I wanted the knockout. You know what I mean? And once again, I told Dana if I get a knockout, if he would let me see his shoe collection, and I think I was just chasing it too much. I wanted to. He promised me some shoes if I get some knockouts, but I hope I still get it. I would love to see it. I'm a sneakerhead, so at least seeing his collection would be sick. Yeah.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
And last for me, after all these back and forths, ebb and flows, like you have momentum, he has momentum. It was just hard 15 minutes. How confident were you? Hand was going to be raised.
You know, I feel like I definitely won the third round. I think I lost the first round. The second round, I was like, I wasn't too sure. But, yeah, I mean, looking back at it now, like I felt like I blocked a lot of the shots. It made it seem like he connected a few more. But, you know, the whole Mateus guard up. But, yeah, I feel good now. You know, 30-27, I mean, was it 30-27? 29-27? Doesn't matter. I still won unanimous, so, yeah.
Great stuff and great way to start the night.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Bro, I'm a Jordan, of course, but depends. Jordan 3 and 5, I would say the most comfortable. You know what I mean? 3s and 5s. So Travis Scott's though. You know, you can never go back around with that. Yeah, I appreciate it. We're good. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.